What it is, what it do, you guys. It's your girl, Ash Brown. This is the Ash Brown Uncensored Show. You know, this is the show where anything and everything goes. Whatever I decide to talk about, then that's just what I'm going to talk about. It just could be random stuff. Could be something that's a headline this weekend. I don't know. But as you can see, I'm going live. I typically don't go live too often, but I thought I would switch things up a little bit. Feeling good this Sunday, good vibrations. I just got off the phone with a really good friend of mine that is overseas right now, and just shout out to all of the troops, all of the military that's away from home right now, dealing with things. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. But we had a conversation, and it furthermore just kind of shone some light on the fact that the last couple of guys that I've just talked to, not even dating, not relationship-wise, none of that stuff, have tried to manipulate me, have been so calculating in trying to control my mind and how I think about things. And the one factor that's just so absolutely mind-boggling, mind-altering, they've tried to get me to tame their children. Now, in the past, previously, I really had no issues with guys that had kids, as long as they're not small kids. And I'm like, as long as they can clean themselves up, they can feed themselves. I'm not trying to do all that extra stuff. I done been there, done that. I've had a hand in raising a lot of people, including my two lovely siblings. And I am just not that person. I'm not that person to help rear anybody's kids into adulthood. And I'm definitely not that person to bring life into this world. I knew that at 10 years old. At 10 years old, I told my mama, I said, yeah, I don't want kids. I don't think I want to do it. She's like, well, you're going to change your mind when you get older. We knocking on 40's door, baby. And we sure ain't having no babies come up through here. We ain't doing that. That's not even a ticket. But it's so crazy because they know that I have good characteristics. I have a good characteristics of a woman, of a nurturing person, someone that is going to be nurturing and loving and supportive of kids and what they're doing and things of that nature. And while those are good qualities for any person to have, not just a woman, that doesn't mean that that person is going to be open to being in that life. And one of the exes that I'm talking about, because this guy actually dated, he had a whole bunch of kids under the age of 18. And he would continuously tell me stories about how he had to pick up his kids from juvenile, how one of his kids choked out the substitute teacher, how one of the kids didn't pull the fire alarm at school. Just all these. And I'm like, these are some bad kids. These are some badass kids. Why would I want to meet these little monsters that you've created? Oh, well, the way that you help with this person and that person, I know that you can help get them on the straight and narrow. No. No. See, a lot of people don't understand when you are child rearing, that starts from the beginning, from the time that you push that little baby thing out your woo-ha. You gotta start disciplining from there. They need to have an understanding. Look, this is when nighttime is. This is when sleep is. This is, you gotta figure that stuff out early. You can't wait until this little joker's 15, 16 years old to decide that you're gonna discipline them. No! And it ain't no woman on this world. And there ain't no woman in this earth that can just jump into the lion's den and think that you just go crack that whip and that lion just gonna absolutely just listen. They you know what? I'm not here for that. I'm not here for it. And another guy I was talking to, his kid was having issues reading. She couldn't really tell time. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's going on with these kids. And I'm like, number one, what is the relationship like with the mother? Why didn't the mother help out with this? Well, she's this and she's that. What did you do to that lady to make her like that? What was your part in the equation? Because your 7-year-old can't read time. Digital time. Your 7-year-old can't read time? That's a problem. That is a major issue. Red flag. Red flag. Or, what was the other thing? Oh, the kid is having gender identity issues. Look, I'm going to tell y'all this now. I didn't have to go through this stuff as a kid. I can't imagine being a teenager in 2021 with everything that's going on and all the revolutions, which is good because everyone should have a voice. Everyone should be represented. I know that I am not equipped to help guide someone through that journey. I'm not. I tip my hat to the parents out there that are able to do so because it's heavy. Even as an adult, some of the concepts, some of the things are confusing for me. So no, I can't help your child through this journey. And as much as some people may not want their child to go through gender identity issues, that may be something that they go through. Help them through it. I made suggestions to Buddy. I said, hey, why don't you take your daughter to go talk to a counselor, have a conversation about these things, and see where it's stemming from, see where it's coming from, because you know what? That right there could absolutely just be the resolution. Nah. I think you talking with her and hanging out with her and get her some of that prissy girly stuff that's gonna make her. That ain't gonna do nothing. Number one, this child does not know me. Number two, they have no reason to trust me. And number three, I don't want to stand in the way of someone discovering themselves. I don't know what it's like really on that scale as far as gender identity. I don't know what that's like. I know what being an awkward teenager is like. I was an awkward teen. But it's a whole new world out there. And you need to find someone that's equipped, that's going and seeking professional help. There's nothing wrong with that. And I think that a lot of people feel like if their kid's going through some kind of gender situation that they failed as a parent. No, it doesn't mean that at all. But there needs to be clarification. There needs to be a talk somewhere. So, yeah, I am not here to tame y'all's kids. Nope. That's it. That's the new rule. That's my little internal rule. I am not dating any guys that got kids. No, these kids need to be grown out the house and ask you for no money on the weekends. None of that. I'm not helping nobody potty train. Did that. Been there. I'm not helping nobody figure out how to tie their shoes. Nope. Been there. Done that. Not helping nobody with no book reports. I am done. I am tapped out, y'all. You don't even understand. I'm tapped out. So, no, I'm not helping you tame your kids. Good luck with that. Go talk with the mother. I know, she this and she that. Well, y'all made those babies together. I don't have no responsibility in the mix. And I don't understand why people try to make kids my responsibility when ain't no babies came out of this one, okay? Ain't no babies came out of this hoo-ha. What? No. So, I just wanted to get on here and say that because people are crazy. They are trippy. And as much as I've heard throughout the years of guys talking about how women trap them with a baby, women do this, women are calculating, women are trifling, there are a lot of men, y'all. Listen up. Listen good. There are so many men to that number of women that are trapping women in situations. They are trapping them with a baby. I'm not making this stuff up. Look at the statistics. Look it up, baby. Look it up. It's so many men. And shout out to Mental Healness. Mental Healness. Y'all can check him out on all social platforms. He's everywhere. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant YouTuber. He is narcissistic. He has narcissistic personality disorder. And he puts out really truthful messages to help you understand a narcissist in your life. And last couple of guys that I was talking to, they were complete and total narcissists. And I knew it, but I didn't have a label for it. But I knew I had to get away from them because they was both crazy. It was crazy. It was with the crazies. And, we don't deal with the crazies. But no, Mental Healness, you guys check him out. He's on all social platforms. So TikTok, I know he's really big on. Instagram, he's probably on Twitter. Facebook, all that good stuff. But definitely look him up on YouTube. His videos are mind-boggling. All right, mind-boggling. He opens up the door to really understanding the narcissistics in this world. It's insane. And he's so right. He's so right. So shout out to him for that. But yeah, there's a lot of men out there that will trap women with babies, and they will use that baby as bait. They will use that baby as a means to getting revenge on you, a means on making it so you ain't in another relationship, and so they will use that baby, y'all. Don't be sitting up there thinking, oh, a baby will make them stay. No, it won't. It ain't gonna happen. So that was my little 2 cents. Anyways, I hope that y'all having a happy Sunday. Chilling out here with my peeps. And I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Deuces.